Hey guys, Blake here. Just doing a bit of planting today. You can see our little goats nibbling away at this big pampas that I've cut down. You have to come through and spray that when it starts coming back again. But as you can see here, it's just a simple planting today. Got a few free plants, that's why this one's looking dead. The Teitoki, same with that one there. But the trick with these is that when they die like this, it's actually just the plant getting used to the ground that it's in. So if you see this die, clients actually said take it out, but they actually live through it. That what they do, see it's got new growth on these tips here. What they do is they actually die off, lose the leaves just because of the shock, and then they regrow. So you can do a little scratch here just to see if it's alive or not. See, when I've peeled the bark off, you can see that it's green. Try and get into focus. Anyway, you saw that it was green. It means that the tree's still alive, so it's all good. But yeah, we're just planting out the pond today. Well, next to the pond. Had a bunch of spare cabbage tree and these bronflaxes here. Just planting this bank out, as you can see here. Handy thing with these flaxes though, because these have all been cuttings from big ones. So all you do when you take these cuttings, you can see it's been cut at the top previously here, is some people just cut it straight, but some people do V's as well, and it just makes it look a bit cleaner when you plant them. You know, it's not a big square fan looking thing. But if you get a flax knife and you just cut all these leaves down like this, it basically it just means that the plant doesn't have to use as much energy to feed all the leaves. So it means that it's going to have a greater rate of surviving when you replant it. These ones have been stored for a little while, so you can see they've got some new growth and they're starting to grow quite big. But yeah, got a free little Teitoki here as well that's come back after we thought it had died. But yeah, you can see, you know, you can get some ideas off this as well. It's a pretty standard planting for this side anyway. You know, it's just this little area that's been cut out. But see here, you know, another cool little plant you could think about is this Astelia banksii here. And then I thought what I was going to do for these stairs just here, got some little concrete stairs around this pond section, is come up through here and have like a little seat here. You've got some nice little Dionella nigra, which is a native. They call it NZ blueberry. It's not actually a blueberry, don't eat it, but you can see we've got some nice little ducks in there. But yeah, just some ideas. It does need a weed. I've got to come through and spray it, but you can see what we've done is a line of these oil on the front, which is good if you want to put fish in here, which is what I want to do at one point as well. And then you can see we've got the cabbage trees and we've got some carrots all through there. Got some aki, which is a purple, just a sort of coastal native. Red flax, bronze cabbage trees. I'll zoom out and show you from the front. Got some little caroxes through here as well. There's so many types, but typically if you're putting it close to the pond, you just chuck in a Carex bagata, which would do it well. It survives the dry and the wet. But yeah, you can see here it's a nice little, it needs a spray, so all this alligator weed and Mercer grass will go, and all the nut grass in between, but it's done pretty well considering it's had minimal interference. But yeah, could be some good idea for you guys if you've got any ponds anywhere that you don't have any ideas, you know, just chuck in some natives, all these little south-seeded totras and stuff you might have privy to. But yeah, catch you on the next one. Quick little add on to that, guys, just when you're planting these, especially with these flaxes, because these cabbage trees are already in bags, you don't really need to worry. These natives are pretty hardy. You'll notice that I'm also planting in summer, but we've had some pretty munted summers here recently, so we'll have plenty of rain coming through to keep these things wet, so don't need to worry about watering them. But they're super hardy anyway, these flaxes. You can chuck them anywhere, you don't even need to bury them and they'll still live. But anyway, all you do for these is just, wherever you've got grass like this, you know, I like to just pull it away a little bit like this just to make it easier to dig. But all you really need to do, and this is what they do in the industry as well, so like when I was planting a lot of natives for council requirements, etc. A bit hard here, but if you just got the in New Zealand we like to call them safety sandals, safety jandals. So yeah, you just get it like this. Now I'm just adding in this little bit of soil, just any compost, you know, any dirt really, it doesn't have to be anything. I'm just adding it as a little bit of a, you know, may as well. You just get a little hole, you know, quick as that, easy as that. So I have this little pouch here, you can get it from Levin Timber Sawmakers, sorry. I'm using granular fertilizer today, so you just whack it in this little pouch here, fill it up. I think it carries about a ½ litre or so. And then when you're doing it, just, that's probably a little bit too much, but it doesn't matter, it's all good for it anyway. And then just give it a little bit of a push just so it stays there, and then just, depends on what you want to do, but how I've done it, because it makes it a quicker process, is you just give it a little bit of a punch, and then it's in. That's when you're planting, you know, 10,000 plants, just to get it done quicker, you know, because if you take a step back and then use your foot to plant it, it can add to your time. You know, it might mean that you do 425 plants instead of 500 that day, you know, or whatever your thing is. Yeah. Also to add to that, just when you're planting these as well, especially in summer, these have been soaking. So all you do is you just literally give a pot of water and then just chuck it in. Let it soak for 5 minutes or so and really just get all the water in the roots. And then put it in, because you can see this is a little bit dry, but they'll be able to live through it. They're real hardy plants, these cabbage trees and these flaxes. They'll be fine, but other stuff I wouldn't. I'd wait typically till the wetter seasons, which in this day and age could be any time, but typically on paper it would be roughly through your autumn and winter is your best, and then you can push it out to about September maybe as your latest. But yeah, just make sure you keep them wet. But yeah, all good guys.